Hey guys, this is Steve doing another IXDL Open League cast, and I'll go ahead and get started. So first, looking at the dire picks, it's the Magnus and Rubik pick. Both very strong heroes, as you know, very strong in the meta game. Magnus most likely will go mid. Rubik will be part of that tri lane. And then if we look at the Radiant side, they pick up Shadow Demon, and this is some cheese strats right here. It's you got the Coddle and PL, and now you have the Shadow Demon. So I personally am not a fan of the Shadow Demon Coddle combo, but the fact that they have that Soul Catcher with the Lance spam, it'll do a lot of damage. So they should be relatively fine here. We'll see what kind of counter Dire will look to do. Weaver gets picked up as the third pick for the Dire side, and Weaver most likely will be in part of that tri lane. Weaver really hasn't seen that much action in the competitive scene, but has still stayed pretty strong in the IXDL league. The Dire side, banning out Puck and Quap both are mid heroes that really stops Magnus from farming very well and could easily get solo kills on him. The Radiant, they're taking out that Visage. Visage, very strong hero. Doesn't really add too much lockdown with the Rubik, but they do have that burst with that Soul Assumption and Fade Bolt. Luna gets banned out as well. She is a very good teamfight hero with those bouncing glaives and that Eclipse, and can combo well with that Magnus, especially when she gets that empowered up on her. Alchemist gets banned out. Interesting, maybe Swiss knows a bit about something about ear candy, but we'll see what happens. The last ban, we'll see what it is. It's a possible chance that they can just continue to ban out mids. That would give Magnus trouble. TA is not a bad ban, but we'll see. But they really are trying to protect this Magnus because they want this Magnus to get that blink and mana boots. Because he can start roaming and start team fights. They banned a Lone Druid. That's actually a good ban. Lone Druid would give Magnus a bit of trouble in mid lane, but I don't think Lone Druid would be in mid lane because the Radiant do need an off lane hero. So it's a good ban. There is still a bunch of good offlane heroes left in the pool. They have the Windrunner, they have the Bounty Hunter. We'll see who they pick up. Nature's Prophets in the pool as well. And for the Radiant, they basically finished the tri lane early, so they're basically showing 3/5 of their cards, but I guess that kind of makes sense. So Tidehunter gets picked up here. He'll go on that tri lane. So I'm guessing in this case they might be trying to go. They're trying to match up the tri versus tri because Tidehunter will not have an easy time against a tri lane with Rubik in it. Weaver against a Tidehunter, it's not too bad because if Weaver tries to Sakuchi in, Tidehunter can just throw out an Anchor Smash and get basically a guaranteed damage on her. Juggernaut gets picked up here, and he'll be part of that tri lane, and they're looking to do an aggressive tri lane as well. I hope the Radiant are aware of that, so they might try to just put the tri lane in a safe lane, match up against this Juggernaut. And Juggernaut's a good pick because he can basically Blade Fury out and won't take any magical damage from this Coddle, PL, or Shadow Demon. The thing is, though, he doesn't scale that well. He'll need a lot of levels, and Omni Slash will not instantly will hit a lot of the PL illusions. Nature Prophet gets picked up here. Now this is interesting. In this case, I think they will put the Tidehunter in the mid lane, and then they'll put the Nature's Prophet in the off lane. This isn't bad though. Because it is a Magnus, so a melee hero versus a melee hero is not too bad. Chen gets picked up here, and this is not common. I don't see IXDL Chens that much, but it is the captain playing, so he is the guy with the highest rating. We'll see how it goes. I'm actually really eager to see how this turns out. Chen, if they were going to run aggressive, Enchantress is a better aggressive tri lane hero because you get more creeps early on. But Chen, if you're going defensive, Chen is a bit better because he's got that Hand of God, and teamfight's basically better. So, there's a disconnect, unfortunately. I hope he's able to get back in. This would be bad if it's not. They'll probably be looking to pause this, I hope. But people can be picky about this. So this is a time where people can just like fast forward and go through things, but you know, he reconnects luckily. I hope it's not lag issues because, well, there is a pause. So maybe it is lag issues. And he disconnects. But I'll go ahead and introduce the players. So the captain is on the carry PL, and his name is Swiss. He did the drafting. On the Shadow Demon is Kamban Browner. On the disconnected Coddle, it's the Seat. On the offlane Nature's most likely offlane Nature's Prophet is the Coop. And most likely mid would be the TDT M5. Cool name. The captain on the dire side is Ear Candy. He will be playing the Chen, and I am looking forward to this. Most likely jungle. Probably put that in an aggressive tri lane. On the Weaver, it's the airborne son of. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. On the Rubik, it's on the TK. Oh, TK is on the Rubik, that's right. And on the mid Magnus, but it looks like he's going offlane Magnus, interesting, is Laser Dodo. And finally on the carry Juggernaut is Nunglum? I don't know. But there is a resume from the Juggernaut. I don't know if that's a good thing. Maybe they just got tired of waiting. But we'll see how this goes. This is interesting. Their Juggernaut is moving into. They're looking to do Juggernaut, Rubik, Magnus Tri-Lane. No, I just. Is this going to work out? Support Juggernaut? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And yep, then the solo lane goes to the Weaver. And no, they're just putting 4, I guess. They're just looking to get an early kill. And I think this is a pretty good choice. They need a strong start, get a kill in that tri lane. And they predict correctly. It is going to be a tri lane and bot lane. At level 1, they're pretty strong. They got that lift, they got that Juggernaut spin, it'll do a lot of damage. And they're checking for the rune to see if anybody will check for it, and so they can kill somebody. There's some pings going out. They're hoping to catch someone. Shadow Demon actually moves in. Magnus, will he miss his block? No, he should get at least half of it. But here's some act. There might be some acting here. There's some warding here. There's a regen rune. And there's a pause, unfortunately. And who actually goes mid? Yes, Tide goes mid. And yep, he'll be looking to get that early bottle. A little bit anticlimactic seeing that 4 was going to the jungle hoping to get a kill. They don't. I think Shadow Demon was able to pick out that they warded this spot. Let's see if he will successfully deward. So they're running the aggressive with Chen. I've seen this before. I really think in a pro game they put the Chen in the jungle, but they move 2 supports and they just chase off the Chen, and it's actually completely worth it. Coddle Blast actually misses, and it's not very good. They're trading some last hits, but they can't really pull because that ward's blocked off. I don't know if they know that. There's some pings going out. Neither side, well, the Radiant don't really have wards there. Are they going to be able to ward that? I don't know. But Chen actually grabs the Centaur. This might, and they're hoping to go on the Shadow Demon. This might be first blood. Will there be a stun? No, he's blocking the creeps. Blocking the creeps. There's actually a blast. There's disruptions. The spins of disruption, and now they're actually doing quite a bit of damage, quite a bit of right click on this Rubik. Rubik's taking a bit of damage. Actually, Tide Hunter actually brings this Magnus really low. Magnus is forced to pop a south. But in the bot lane, this is where all the action's at. I'm surprised Juggernaut didn't try to go more aggressive on this, but I guess they're just scared of that Coddle Blast. Coddle, just picking up their own regen rune. Surprised Rubik didn't get that lift. I guess they're just scared of that Coddle. They don't know where he is. Oh, they should have known where he is. They have that ward there. They actually pick him up, but they don't have detection. And if they knew they were going to go into aggressive tri-lane, oh, no, Chen has a detection, but decides not to go on out. I'm not sure if that's the right choice. They do throw down a sentry, but I don't know. It might be in range of the sentry ward. Chen Centaur just being an annoyance, and this is the problem with Chen. Chen needs a lot of levels to really. He might just need a farm, but they're just running an aggressive tri-lane. I just don't agree on aggressive Chen that much. If you're gonna run aggressive, pick up the Enchantress because she can pick up 2 creeps. It's a possibility you could have gotten that troll now. So now it's there's actually a Lancer. Are they gonna get the kill? No, I don't think so. There's just no mana, and Juggernaut's there. Shadow Demon needs to be careful. Juggernaut doesn't have his boots first, but he opts to go for the Poor Man's Shield. The Poor Man's Shield, not bad. Gives him a bit of survivability. Helps him take a bit of harass as well. And oh crap, I completely forgot to pull up the last hit screen. And I guess one lane that we haven't seen too much about is this top lane. Nature's Prophet versus Weaver. This should be relatively in Weaver's favor, but because Sakuchi actually pushes the lane, it's a bit hard for it pushes the lane. It actually takes it to the tower, and Nature's Prophet can at least sappy XP. But Weaver, I think, has a slight advantage. He chooses not to get any levels in Swarm quite yet. And there's some pings in a bot lane. Are they looking to contest this? And so there goes the Lance. And where's Coddle? Coddle needs to give some mana to this PL. Oh, actually, Lance. Oh wow, there's the Centaur actually stomps the three of them. Maybe that was a chance for them to go. Because Coddle blasted, hit all three. Oh, I'm sorry, completely missed it. And Tide gets a solo kill on the Magnus, and that's really impressive, to be honest. And this would help him get his mana boots and blink dagger. And Tide is a pretty good pick against this Magnus, because the metagame currently in the competitive scene is this counter initiation, and as a result, we don't see as many aggressive games anymore. So if we look at the last hits, Tidehunter and Weaver are leading, but Tidehunter has his edge here because he did get that solo kill. There is that Lance going out on the Rubik. Rubik taking a bit of damage, but he should be fine. But this just gives the supports a really hard time because Rubik doesn't have any more regen, and he needs to be careful. If he gets another Lance off... Oh, actually, there's that rotation by the Chen, and they're going on his PL. PL doesn't even have... Well, they throw it on the sentries, and he goes down here. Nice sentry placage by this Chen. And that was a perfect gank by him. And this will help him now. Go on his way to a mag. And he still has that smoke at a C. He can actually use it to gank mid. And I think they need to, because mid seems to be losing pretty badly. I mean, last hitting wise, he's not too bad, but Tide has a DD now. Some right clicks going out on this Coddle. Let's rotate. And PL's back in lane. Will they try to go? They need to really kill that that ward. Is he going to macro? Yes, he does micro the illusion to kill the ward, and it's worth it. There is a disruption. There's no soul catcher. He doesn't even have a level in soul catcher. I don't know if this is right. This is, he needs to get levels in soul catcher. Levels and disruption, not that good, to be honest, because you can only get like 1 or 2 right clicks in from the illusions. Soul catcher is just a better skill, in my opinion. It can really help out with the rotation. But then again, the Shadow Demon Coddle combo is just not very good when it comes to rotation. Tide actually comes in here and gets lifted up. They're going on this Rubik. There's a self disruption. The Coddle blast misses, but they're going to get this Rubik. And Tide actually ultis to get the Chen in, so that's a double kill. This is well worth it. So Phantom Monster gets a kill on the Rubik, and Tidehunter's rotation with the TP'd in, basically walked up and just ulted after Chen gets disrupted. So it's a bit hectic, but that's okay. They're trying to go on this Juggernaut, but Juggernaut should be okay. There's no follow-up. There's some more pings. Phantom Lancer really wants to go on this Juggernaut. Juggernaut actually pops the wand, and he's just gonna run out. If Tide had been there, that probably would have been a kill for sure. Just gotta combo that. A little bit of miscommunication, but it's hard to really communicate. Everybody just backed up. PL gets that tranquil because he's a bit afraid of all that harass he's getting. So they'll just continue to push the lane. Actually, the tower is still very, very healthy. Top lane, Nature's Prophet against this Weaver. Nature's Prophet and Weaver are going pretty even, to be honest. Nature's Prophet, if he's breaking even with this Weaver, it's a good thing. There's a rotation on this Juggernaut. I'm looking to get this Nature's Prophet saw that rotation, and he's backing up. He's careful now. Let's see. I really think the Radiant should group up and push. But this Chen is really poor. He's nowhere close to his mech. They only successfully got to PL once, and that's it. If they run aggressive tri lane, they have to win it pretty hard, or not even pretty hard. They just have to win the lane, especially if they don't have the late game. The late game push, this Nature's Prophet will just become even more annoying. So Weaver actually rotates out. She is level 7. But wow, that Lance does so much damage. They have no detection on this PL though. So I don't know if it's worth it. Actually, Nature's Prophet comes in and Weaver actually burns the mana. So as a time lapse in case people decide to come in on that. And I think this is his chance to go in. Is there going to be disruption? No Soul Catcher. Just no Soul Catcher. Slowing it down, they're going on this Weaver. PL gets lifted up and he throws the Lance. There is that Century Ward. They trade the Shadow Demon for the Weaver. Not a bad trade in my opinion. And they're looking to get this Rubik. I think they will get the Rubik. Rubik will die here. But in return, Nature's Prophet died actually top. Magnus comes in. He's got the Invis room. But there's that Sentry. Why don't they back up? I'm not sure. Are they just kind of baiting it? And they're just going on this. Magnus skewers out. So actually Tide goes down well. I'm just missing a lot of these kills. I'm sorry guys. So top lane, yep, Juggernaut through the ulti and does quite a bit of damage, I'm sure, and getting those kills. Magnus probably popped the ult. No, he just doesn't even have mana. So Magnus close to his Blink Dagger and TK. Really poor. He does have his boots though, thanks to some of those exchanges. And Weaver's going around. They actually put the lift on the PL, but there's just no detection. He can just like invis out. He has 1500 gold. Let's see what he goes for. Will he go for that mid-game drums build? Who knows? I'll go ahead and move into net worth. And Tide and PL are leading everybody. That death to Weaver actually did a lot, and the Coddle Blast actually doesn't land. Weaver just trying to do a bit of damage, much as he can. There's a TP mid. They actually get the Sprout on the Magnus. Magnus actually pops the RP for this. I don't know if this is a good deal. He's gonna die anyways. Maybe he should have just stuck with the Prophet kill. And actually, Chen moves in to get that kill, and Magnus actually stays alive. So the RP was well worth it. They do kill the Prophet, but Chen might die here. He's gonna TP out. Nope. Tidehunters through that in desperation, and they're looking for this. Magnus. Magnus, he doesn't have a TP out. He does have a skewer. Is he going to skewer out? Yes, he skewers over. And he's going to get out, maybe? No, he gets scouted. He's just doing his best to just run away. He is wasting a lot of time for the other opponents. And Weaver is actually here looking to get this Tidehunter. Weaver doesn't have mana for this time lapse. Will he try to shift? No. Oh, actually, the Hand of God lands. But there's a Soul Catcher. He actually dodges the Coddle Blast. He will get out alive. Oh, he finds a regen rune. That makes him happy. Rubik comes in, he pops the wand, and the blast. Coddle's just not having a good time, and they're going for this Coddle. So Weaver does get the kill. Even the birds throwing the tornado, just trying to do as much damage as possible. There's a self-disruption. They do get the kill. So a very hectic fight, and a hectic fight is in the favor of the Radiant. But always have to think about this PL. This cancer is still growing. He goes for the Yasha. Is he just gonna go Yasha and then Manta? We'll see. If he wanted to go for team fight now, the Fusel Blade's a better item. Juggernaut now has a bit of room to farm, and he's going for drums. And I like this build because they do need to fight now. They do need to push now. Their lineup is mid-game oriented. Of course, Weaver gives you that late game, and so does Juggernaut. Magnus also has the RP, so it'll definitely help out, and the Empower is just good. But you know, PL. And Nature's Prophet, once he gets some damage up, he can really push. Nature's Prophet doesn't have too much, he's only got a hand of Midas. And Juggernaut now, because of all that free farm, is leading the charts. There's a TP mid, it's Weaver. And he's only got treads, but he does have 1100 gold. You see what he goes for. Will he try to go for that Linken's and orient himself to the late game? But then again, he does have that. He does have that in power, so it's not like he will be lacking that much damage. Rubik, being the ward bitch as always. Tidehunter though, he might be needing to look for more fights. He might need to be a little bit more liberal with that Ravage. But I think he's just waiting for Magnus to pop the ulti so he can counter initiate. But sometimes the fight's over before that even happens. But PL is still farming quite a bit, and probably for now the Radiant side is just lacking a lot of damage. Most of their damage comes from magical bursts, so they need to be careful. Coddle just cannot get a full blast no matter what he does. It's just impossible for him. He's not even level 6. Actually, there's a kill top lane, and looks like this Chen's finally doing some pushes. Coddle's there though to kind of just end it. I'm sorry I missed that kill, guys. Is that a backstab from the Magnus? Magnus actually tries to backstab him. I don't know. There's RP just on the Coddle. Is he going to skewer back? He does skewer back. He does get the kill. He probably should have skewered a bit further away. I'm not sure if that's a misplay or not. But he didn't have to take that damage. But now they'll get this tower, so it's good. Oh, I don't know. Omni Slash is down. And it's only a level 1 Omni Slash. I don't think it would have killed this Tidehunter. So Tidehunter has 11 charges to 1. He's not that scared, but Chen using his creep army, his neutral creep army, pretty effectively now. And so Tide, he's still far from that Blink Dagger. Actually, I don't even know if he'll go Blink Dagger. This Coddle's not going to be able to get a quick mech. It's just poor right now. It's only got a wand, wards, and boots. I guess that's not too different from this Rubik. But PL, you know, he's getting those levels, and this is what he needs to do. Just farm and push, and just keep them all occupied. And this Weaver is just not having a good time. Now, Chen gets another kill on the Shadow Demon. Where did he die? Oh, just died when he was trying to check the runes. Or trying to go ward. And Chen looks like he got the solo kill. Oh man, these kills are everywhere. They do get the kill on the Weaver. So Nature's Prophet comes in. Does a bit of right click. And I think Tidehunter was there as well. No, he was just a bit far away. And is there going to be... There's some action up top. Juggernaut is a bit low. He needs to be a bit careful, I guess. But no, Nature... And Phantom Lancer choosing not to try to dive that. I guess that's the right choice. And he's trying to get this tower. He needs to be a bit careful though. If they lift him, he might die. He doesn't. His double walk is on cooldown right now. So he's just throwing that lance. He really wants that tower. There's actually 4 people from the Dire side in the bot lane. No, actually just 3. So I need to keep a more watchful eye to see if there's going to be any kills. Actually pop the dust on this, and this is great usage. And this is why he needs to get a bit of more HP. He's just dying too fast. There's that blast. So Nature's Prophet and Coddle can really push him back. There's that Ravage, but I don't know if there's any follow up. And they get left. They do get the tree on the Chen, but again, just no follow-up. There's only 3 here. Actually, they're doing so much damage to this. Coddle dies as well. And there's a late arrival from the Shadow Demon. And this is the problem with PL. Like, if there's no PL, where is this damage coming from? There's that Juggernaut ulti. And they're doing so... And actually, can they try to man up? No, they won't. There's this disruption. He's going to throw the Soul Catcher. Throws the Soul Catcher. They will probably get the kill. He's got that 3 poison stack. You need to throw another one. Oh, there's an RP trying to save his buddy. It's RP on 2, and they're going to kill one of them. This counter initiation is doing so much. PL will die here again. This is just really bad for the Radiant side now. The Ravage was blown, and they didn't get any kills. I don't know if the Ravage was worth it because their main damage dealer was just not there. Magnus even has his Blink Dagger too. I don't know if he even used it that time. Out of all that blink, and they're just gonna get that kill. And Nature's Prophet got a little bit greedy there. He's trying to farm, and he's going for that Shadow Blade, and Shadow Blade is a good item here because he needs to split push. But the Dire are doing a really good job throwing out detection, throwing out the dust just to pick up this PL. Well worth it. and he actually steals the nature's call to push the lane. And this is what the Dire need to continue doing: force the fights, bait out the Tide Ravage, because Tide Ravage is what they're scared of most. And if the Juggernaut can get a BKB up, then even Tide Ravage is not that scary. So if we look at the Now Earth, there's a bit of switch. Phantom Lancer died twice. That really hurts his farm. He just hasn't made any progression in a while. And so I'll go ahead and check the graphs. And as expected, it's in favor of the Dire. Wow, the EXP is over 10,000. They're going to go on this Tide Hunter. Tide Hunter looks like he's going to go down here. Weaver can just dive the tower. And he's just going. Weavers just keep going on this. He needs to be a bit careful. There's a gush. They're going to throw a gush. Yes, he throws a gush and kills the Weaver. Weaver gets a bit cocky there. And I don't know why he took so much damage. He was probably hoping for Chen to pop the Hand of God earlier, but it wasn't enough to save him. Juggernaut gets a kill. Nature's Prophet was the ulti used? Yes, the ulti was used. And wow, he even has the dust. Magnus actually gets a kill on the Keeper of Light. Sorry guys, so many team fights everywhere. And that's the second FF, and I really don't like this FF system. It really cuts games short. And it's not like they don't have a chance to come back, because it's Dota, guys. It's Dota. Things don't just end that quickly. But it is looking grim, no doubt. Weaver will come back once he gets that empowered. He can really dish out some damage. Tide finally has his blink dagger. Oh wow, nice blink RP. He's going to skewer around backwards, and that will be a death. Oh, actually pops the Ravage. Will it be enough? No, Shadow Demon actually dies. And PL is there. He doesn't have any mana though. Needs to be a bit careful. There's the Ravage was stolen by Rubik. That's a mistake. He didn't anchor smash earlier. But they will get the Rubik kill, so Shadow Demon for a Shadow Demon. They're not able to get the kill. That's okay. They're trying to chase down this Chen, but nope. Nature's Prophet. He's still a bit. He's only 300 away from that to finish up his Shadow Blade. Once he do, he can really be a nuisance when it comes to pushing. Juggernaut farming away. That was a 4v5 fight, and they broke even. Not too bad. Actually, Nature's Prophet's gonna die here, maybe. No, just gonna TP out. Trying to get some vision there. Tide Hunter will be taking damage. He needs to juke. I don't know how you juke a Weaver. Actually, he gets away. Shadow Demon actually tries to save his buddy. Throws the Soul Catcher. Ah, wow, this Chen takes so much damage. He dies here. Tide Hunter gets the kill. A couple right clicks and anchor smash. And there's that Soul Catcher, so it really stacked that damage. Column needs to back up. He needs to be a bit careful. Juggernaut fishing for Omni Slash, but there's two people here. They look like they got a strong momentum here. They will get that tier 1. But there's some TP reactions. Are they choosing to back off? This Magnus, there's an R. Wow. Nature's Prophet gets obliterated. They actually pop the dust on the Shadow, on the Phantom Lancer. Will he get out? He's got that movement speed at least. No. They're just going to back out. Magnus has his blink dagger. He's gonna blink. Is he gonna skewer backwards? No, he already used it. There's an RP on too, but there's no follow up. Phantom Lancer throws a lance just to say bye. And the thing about this Radiant side is they're very good at turtling. I don't think they need to just throw the FFs out carelessly like that. So this Shadow Demon decides to pick up a Null Talisman. It's an interesting pickup. I really think Bracer would have been better because it gives you the HP. But I mean, Null Talisman does give you a bit of survivability, I guess. They do. Nature's Prophet finally picks up his Shadow Blade. So now he can really start split pushing. But of course he needs to be a bit careful. And when you try to deny this, oh, they're going on this Weaver. Will Weaver die? They have no detection. Juggernaut picks up the Battle Fury. It's a bit late, but it will add to the pushing and basically help go late game. I guess it's not that late considering it's 21.5 minutes. And look how much he's got. He's got drums, face boots, poor man shield, wand, and now he has Battle Fury. It'll help him farm. It'll help him push. It helps him go late game, and it helps him deal with that PL much later. Actually, I guess it is a good item. Then convinced myself. convince myself that. So Tidehunter does have his Ravage, but there's that skewer backwards. He needs to be careful. They're just backing up. And Weaver is here. Weaver has that backtrack though. Will they try to die this? Soulcatcher just on a creep. So Shadow Demon, it's got 600 gold. Will he try to get more defensive? Will he try? Oh, actually, Weaver's doing quite a bit of damage with that Empower. There is that Omni Slash, and Tidehunter gets picked off here. There is the RP, and it's these people are just getting picked off hard. There's just nothing they can do. Dangerous Prophet, is he trying to split push a bit? No, but PL is. He doesn't have a TP scroll. Why doesn't he have a TP scroll? He needs to back up. Go grab your TP scroll, bro. But they're choosing not to push in on this. They could at least try to force a couple TPs back. They do force this Coddle to come back. I don't know if he used a TP scroll or not. Nature Prophet comes back as well. And I guess they rotate top to try to get that tier 2. While everybody's trying to make their way up. He's calling back someone. I hope he needs to call back someone. Or they're just going to give up the tier 2. That might be the right choice. But Coddle, making it hard for him, continues to push. And he's might be looking to just try to lower as much as they can, but Chen has that mech and has the Hand of God. Oh, there is that skewer, and Chen doesn't even actually disrupt himself, but he will die here. He's popping everything he can. I don't know why he self-disrupted. Could have disrupted Magnus and then walked away just fine. Because there was no follow-up from the dire side. But that's hindsight biased, I guess. Lincoln Sphere picked up by the Weaver. Weaver is like, yep, I'll get all my damage from this empowered power that Magnus will give out freely. And at least Tidehunter's back. They were able to buy a bit of time. Tidehunter's back, and he has his Ravage, so he is scary. The Dire are just taking their time to push, or taking their time, hoping they get more farm, because they have a lead right now. They have a 10,000 gold lead and a 15,000 experience lead. This is looking pretty bad for the Radiant. And so I think what they can do, the Dire could, they could go for the Roshan, and they're hunting for Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet will get out fine, but they can go for Roshan and then push high ground and play it safe. Tidehunter, will he get picked off again? I don't think. Yeah, this Weaver is not doing enough damage, but he will harass this Tidehunter down a bit. Tidehunter has a Blink Dagger, but has really not put it to use quite yet. And the Dire picking out the Roshan. PL Illusions farming. And I like this. Sometimes PL, a lot of PL players just don't use illusions to farm multiple camps at once, and to clear out the enemy camp. Clearing out the enemy camp will definitely help out these things. And the Dire, almost like they're listening to my advice, decides to go for the Roshan. Do they have enough damage? Okay, now they do. Magnus actually comes in and everything. Radiant don't really. Even if they know, they can't contest. Phantomancer picks up a late Diffusal Blade. 25 minutes in, he's only got Diffusal Blade Yasha. And wow, my computer is overheating a bit. I need to find my cooler. I'll look for it after this game, I guess. Juggernaut basically telling his teammates to rushing, but it's not like they can do anything. They just don't have the team fight right now. Shadow Demon throws out the Disruption and Soulcatcher. Maybe he's trying to bait out the Blade, but there's the Blade, and there's they're just throwing everything at this Dragonite. I don't know this Juggernaut. Will it be enough? It is enough, and so this is a big loss for the Dire side. So the Juggernaut carry. Trying to split push, and he gets a bit cocky. He does almost have his Agno Scepter, so this will delay it. Nature's Prophet, hoping to kill this. They will get this Rubik, actually. There's that rotation from the PL and time. And they might be looking to capitalize on this, maybe grab a tier 2. I don't know if it's good. Juggernaut doesn't have buyback, that's right. Actually, this Magnus has a Refresher Orb. I did not see this coming, but the Refresher Orb, that's basically... Yeah, it's basically 7.5 seconds of lockdown if he makes it completely good. Does he have the mana for it? Let's see, 600 and 375. No, he doesn't have the mana for it. He'll have to pop the Arcane Boots in order to do it. And even then, he'll just barely have it, I believe. He needs to be full mana. Otherwise he's not gonna be able to pop the full combo. And Weaver, he's got that Aegis, but he doesn't have that much damage. He's got 2,300 gold. Let's see what he goes for. I'm interested. Chen, doing quite a bit of work. The Captain Ear Candy hasn't really made any item progression. He might be going for Gensu or something. Maybe even a Pipe. Pipe would be really good against the Radiant lineup. Because there's the Coddle, Nature's ulti, and Tide Ravage and Gush. So a lot of magical damage on the Radiant side, so Pipe would be good. If this Chen can pick it up. He actually buys something. I wonder what's on the courier. Agams that there's picked up by the Juggernaut. He does finish it. Gem is also with on the courier, I believe. Who's gonna pick it up? It's the Chen's gem, so let's see. He is pretty survivable. He's got those drums. He hasn't popped any drum charges, but I guess that's okay. Juggernaut hasn't popped any drum charges either. And I don't really like seeing this. A lot of people forget that drums really are good. You can chase down people. You can initiate fights better. You get the leg up in drums by using drums. I really hope they start using the charges. They've got 8 charges on the team. Unless someone else has drums. Nope. So it looks like this Weaver will be picking up the MKB. Unless he wants to go ballsy and go for the Divine Rapier, that'd be kind of cool. But he doesn't want to really give it away to like Nature's Prophet or to PL. Divine isn't very good on the PL because the pure damage does not stack with the illusions. It has, I think it's mostly this is the stat items, the stat boost items help out with the illusions. And he actually opts to go for level 2, the Fusel Blade. And they're going on this Juggernaut, but is there going to be Blink RP? Where is that Magnus? There's all heal, and wow, the Omni Slash is doing so much damage. Tide actually pops the Ghost up. They're trying to guarantee that he gets it, and the Coddle Blast actually lands. There's a reverse Ravage, because Rubik steals it, and they're all now. The Radiant side is just on a run now. PL can't do anything. He's taking a lot of damage, and he pops it. He throws the lance out to say bye, but he's gonna have to go heal up. Coddle, trying to be a man, trying to blast everybody as much as he can. That takes a lot of damage, and he might get out here. Tide actually pops the Lincolns, but that's big. Rubik was able to steal the Ravage, and that was a big steal. Nobody died on the Dire side, even though there was that Ravage, and even though there was that Coddle Blast, and there's a Soul Catcher. Lands on a Rubik, doesn't land on the Juggernaut, unfortunately. There's a Skewerbacker. PL's going to die here. Dies, does he have buyback? He doesn't have buyback. And this is looking really bad. There's a Refresher, and here's where he mans it, looking for another Blink RP. Nature's Prophet instead, so there's no threat of a split push. Coddle doing all he can. He does have that mech though. Blows the RP for whatever reason. I'm not sure why he did that, and they're looking to go on a Juggernaut. Will they go on this? I don't know why Nature's Prophet popped the Shadow Blade there, but just lack of concentration, just not doing too much. There is that Ghost Scepter, but Ty's just a giant creep without that. There's mana burn on this Magnus. And there's some buybacks from the Tide Hunter. Will they be able to get the? They really want to get that Rubik, but they need to be careful. They got that Sentry where he just doesn't remember. Look at that Omni Slash killing basically 3 people. And this looks to be game. The Omni Slash pickup with the Omni Slash with the Agams pickup really does so much damage. They will get the melee barracks. Chen stealing a range creep just for fun. Coddle doing as much damage as he can. I'm surprised. Okay, Juggernaut can throw his healing word now, and he will. And they will get this tier 3. There's just no way they can do anything. That was a clutch steal by this Rubik. And they're being mad against this Shadow Demon. But Shadow Demon is a hard hero to play. It's not easy to play him at all. He requires a lot of practice. Well, 100 IQ is average. But yeah, Shadow Demon could make more PL illusions, but I don't think it matters that much. PL is not tanky enough. His illusions are even less tanky. Um, of course, it would help the damage. But Shadow Demon is not easy to play. You've got 10 targets to disrupt. You're not going to get it right every single time. So Nature's Prophet, going for that Orchid. And this would help actually. It would really shut down Weaver and Magnus. And even delay the Juggernaut Omni Slash. And Nature's Prophet doing his best to push. They're only down a set of racks, I guess, so it could be worse. But looking at the gold graph, it's about 20k, and looking at the EXP graph, more than 25,000 EXP. That's a big level difference. Gem on the Weaver, so help him just kill. He can solo kill Nature's Prophet now. And the MKB Blinding Light won't help him that much because Weaver does have the MKB. And they're choosing to back off. And, you know, that's still only 2 FFs because, oh, they're looking to go on this Juggernaut. I don't know if it's going to be a good idea. There's only 2 down here. I guess that's not too bad. Nature's Prophet. Well, he actually throws the Orchid. Now they're looking to catch out this Juggernaut. Taking a lot of damage. Will he go down here? I'm not. Yes, he actually does here. So they traded Nature's Prophet for the Juggernaut. Unfortunately, Juggernaut does get the kill on the Nature's Prophet first, so he does get the EXP and gold. Mid lane, it looks like they're trying to push it on this. The Orchid ended up paying off a bit. Does get the kill. It does help kill Juggernaut. Juggernaut, he has that Shadow Blade. I just missed that. There's an ARP. Did he throw that RP? He actually throws RP and doesn't land on anything. Now that he has this refresher, he's just being liberal about it. And I still think you need to be careful. He's still, and the Radiant know he has a refresher now. So Nature's Prophet, not sure what he should go for his Ginsu, but he doesn't have much health. Phantom Lancer, he's got 2600 gold. He's got that buyback. We'll see. He'll most likely go for the heart. He might just try to buy out, go for the Mantis style, and that won't be a bad choice because I don't think it matters that much anymore. Because if they lose, if he dies, the dire side is just gonna clean up anyways. Because PL is just all their damage. Nature's Prophet, it does have the Orchid, but it's not going to be too much. And to make matters worse, Rubik picks up the Blink Dagger, and this is a very mobile Rubik. He can just stay on the edge of the Tidehunter Ravage, blink back in, steal the Ravage as soon as he sees it, or even use it to dodge it, because the Ravage kind of like goes outwards. He just has to blink closer to him. There's a Lincoln popped in. I guess it was a disruption. The tree actually misses. Weaver gets out pretty much fine. He did see the Sentry Ward there. The Weaver, that is. And he destroyed it because he has the gem. Weaver, 1800 gold. Let's see what he goes for. Everything is riding on this PL now. They are doing a good job turtling. If he can get, I think, the Mantis style and a heart, they can really turn fights around. As long as he doesn't get called in an RP. If he gets called in an RP, it's over. They'll just completely burst them down, and Weaver is doing a bit of right click damage. Juggernaut still has Omni Slash, so one Orchid just does not feel enough, and PL decides to buy out and go for the Mantis style, and I think this is the right choice. Because if he dies, it just doesn't matter anymore. Dire does pick up the Roshan. Who gets the Aegis? It's the Aegis. Juggernaut should have right. Yep, there he is with it. He's got 2,000 gold. He's got buyback. You just come in. They're looking to catch this guy out. There's that sentry, and they're trying to kill him, but it's not going to work out. There's an Omni Slash going everywhere, but there's the Tide Hunter Ravage, but Rubik steals it, and that's to be expected. Rubik does have that Blink Dagger, and they're just don't do enough damage. We're gonna have to get this Rax. PL, not even sure what he was doing, to be honest. I guess he just backed out. There's a BKB on the Magnus, and that basically guarantees he will get his ulti off. Magnus just basically playing around. This is a very mobile team now. You have the Sakuchi Weaver, you have Blink on the Magnus, you have Force Staff and Blink on Rubik. It's hard to catch anybody out. But there's a Ghost Scepter. And backtrack. There's silence on Weaver. Weaver losing a lot of mana from this, but he will be able to be fine. Actually, if Bad Bloods gets to kill Rubik, but Rubik will come back in most likely. Phantom are just not doing any damage. This is kind of surprising. Even Chen, I mean, I'm sure he popped his mech, but it just didn't look like he was doing any damage. Solutions just not doing damage, I guess. They do pop the mech on the Juggernaut. Juggernaut is trying to run away, but he does have that Shadow Blade, so they don't have any detection otherwise. There's that Omni Slash going out, and there's Ghost Scepters going everywhere, but they still get to kill the Shadow Demon, because Shadow Demon, unlike Coddle and Tide, do not have Ghost Scepters. They're trying to do everything they can. Coddle Blast miss. Juggernaut going back in. Will kill the Tide Hunter. Phantom Lancer's there. Oh, they do turn around and get the kill on the Rubik. Will they be able to kill this Juggernaut? Yes, they will. The Healing Ward, kill the Healing Ward, kill it, and they do. Only after the right clicks goes through. But now the Dire are just playing around. I don't think they can lose this game anymore. They just concentrate on the throne. But they're choosing to play it out, and I like this. Weaver has that Empower, 123 plus 159, and that's a lot of damage. Phantom Hunter still throwing out the FF. He's frustrated with his teammates, I'm sure. The amount of flame in this game has been pretty minimal, at least in all chat. Yes, Ags on Juggernaut is very good. Very good. So now he's just gonna go. Phantom Lancer pops the Manta Style. Oh, he still has the Manta Style. Will Juggernaut try to TP on? He doesn't even have TP. He has the Omni though, and that's more than enough. There's a Ghost Scepter being used. There's an RP on one, and he's gonna get an RP on another. There's the Tide Ravage, but Magnus has BKB. They will get the kill on the Phantom Lancer, and that's pretty much game. Phantom Lancer probably. Oh, he does have buyback. Will he buyback? He needs to buyback. Well, choosing not to, because I guess it doesn't matter anymore. They do have the Radiant. Here comes all the GGs. And so that's basically in the game. Good game played by the Dire. They fell behind a little bit, and Weaver even called the GG early. But in the end, they turned things around. They forced the team fights, and that's what they need to do. They forced the team fights, and they now ended up winning. Wow, kill the Magnus. Magnus actually buys back. Weaver picks up the Desolator. Desolator doesn't really skill that well, to be honest, but it doesn't matter anymore. It was a good game, guys. The Radiant just weren't able to turtle enough. They got picked off out of their base a bit too much, and in the end it cost them. Alright guys, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the cast.